Hi guys, how are you? Hi everybody, how are you today? Okay, so we got some interesting stories today. Today we're going to talk about Whoopi Goldberg exiting Twitter and just what a disaster Twitter has turned into and the things that you guys need to know about it. Then we're going to talk about Hazel E split and her claims of the things that her husband did and how people are not believing her. And I just think it's awful. We're going to talk about Jaguar Wright saying what actually happened with the takeoff situation. It's very, very compelling what she's saying. So we'll get into that. And you know, if you know anything about Jaguar Wright, you know she knows the tea and she spills it. Okay, she spills it. All right. But before there's Perry. I thought
What's
you
up?
changed your mind.
Oh, no.
uh, no. So it takes everybody at least about 15 minutes to get in, and before they even send out the links and stuff like that. So Perry, let's go over your
What's up?
people who's in the building.
Oh, yeah. We don't find out where they from, baby, because shit, we got
Thank you guys
Queens.
for the
Queens in
banner.
the house. I see Queens.
It's hot here in Vegas. Is it hot, Perry?
I see Queens. Huh?
Is
It's
it
warmer
hot
here
here?
too.
Huh?
No. It's not hot here. It's
H
probably
Town. We're going to talk about H Town today, okay?
it's 56
Jaguar Wright
degrees.
was not playing.
It's
San
56 degrees
Diego.
here.
There's always somebody from Virginia in the chat. Uh,
Brooklyn,
Boston. Oh, Boston. We haven't seen that around.
Ontario,
Canada.
Canada.
I want
Yep.
to move to Canada. I used to go to
Chicago.
Canada all the time as a little girl. I lived in Detroit, so you cross right over the bridge.
Be more in the
Um,
house.
Richmond,
Richmond, yeah.
Liverpool, UK. Wow.
Yep.
Uh, oh,
Mount
Tennessee,
Vernon.
Mount Vernon,
Yep.
Ottawa, Kansas. That's you, Bonji. You're from Kansas. Wow.
New
Omaha,
Jersey,
Nebraska,
DC,
Jersey,
Detroit.
Detroit. Okay.
We don't want Katrina to come
Or
out.
California. I love
England.
how YouTube brings everybody together from all over the world, all walks of life.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. And we have great conversations. I'm trying to stall for time. I'm not a staller. I need to go ahead and get started. I know they
Yeah.
don't send the links out. And people always say, you know, I got there. You had already went over the story. But
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
like this sitting
we
around
can't be
beating
on
around
here
the bush.
just
Let me get
hanging
Ireland.
out.
I love this.
Mm-hmm.
Montgomery, Alabama, Darlington, South Carolina, Georgia. I love my hometown. New York, Miami Lakes. I heard something about Miami Lakes. What did I hear about that? I don't know. Dallas, Long Island.
Charlotte, North Carolina in the house. Yeah.
Yeah. I love everybody's from Detroit. I'll slow the chat down. Okay. Yeah. Hold on one second. Let me do that. I got to slow it down. Give me a second.
Sure, I'll be right back. I gotta check with your son before he leave.
Okay. Let me go ahead and set up. We've got some good conversations today. We really do. Things that if you have a Twitter account, you need to know. And then, of course, I can't wait to talk about the Jaguar White. Right. We're going to talk about that last and let more people come in. Okay. I hear Perry talking to somebody. I don't know who he's talking to. All right.
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry about that.
There, I put it on slow mode, so everything should be good. All right, let's get into it. Let's start with the Elon Musk story and the Whoopi Goldberg story first. Okay, so Whoopi Goldberg came out. Oh, I still got the Detroit thing. And announced that she was going off of Twitter. Now, listen, we all know that Elon Musk bought the company, oh, I would say 2 weeks ago at the max. It isn't had been a full 2 weeks, and the company has gone to shit. It's gone to shit. He came in, he wanted to charge for the check mark, which is really, really bad. And let me tell you why that's bad. First of all, it should be free. It should be free. Why we've had
Right.
Twitter all this time? Why isn't it free? So what happens is the blue check was created to verify certain people's account,
Hmm.
celebrities or something like that, because people were just making up their names and then talking.
Right. Right.
So it was almost like a safety measure. It was,
Hmm.
and then it made you realize, okay, I'm really talking to this person. Okay. But now, and so you, and their comments would always go on the top, or their information will go on the top. Now, for a person like my son who covers basketball sports, he had legitimate sports people that he followed, and the comments would go to the top, and he would know he could report about that, and it was coming from a legit source. But now anybody can get to check mark, right?
Right. Hmm.
So you could be have uncredited information, and it's going to go and get attention because it's going to be at the top, right? And with everybody having a check mark, the top is going to get crowded. Okay. So
Yeah.
you've got all these people that now can give out false information. That's one. Number two, it's no secret that Elon Musk is a Republican. He lets you know it. He says he's going to bring Donald Trump back. He got suspended. I think they were in cahoots together to get Twitter. Fine. If you got friends that powerful that could buy a whole Twitter account so you can get back on it,
Yeah.
I guess it's a plus for you. But here's the downside to it. So he's doing things like erasing Democrats' tweets, calling Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez a liar, going after political figures. Now, you could be what you want on your own time, Republican, Democrat. You can't let that dictate how you run your business and just plain showing favoritism. Okay. Then he's been on there arguing with people. He actually, do you guys remember Kathy Griffin? Is that her name, Kathy Griffin? Doesn't he have enough money? He's almost begging for another company to step into Twitter's place. It started losing money immediately.
Right.
I'll get to that in a minute. I'm just talking about the crazy stuff that he's doing right now. Remember Kathy Griffin? She's famous, but I don't remember how. She's a comedian. She doesn't like Andy Cohen. She, on her account, put his face on where her face is
Hmm.
for her account. And he said that she was impersonating him and banned her from Twitter for life.
Damn.
I'm not banned her. Banned her for life. He's just being ridiculous. Okay. He fired over 75% of the company. So that's jobs. A lot of people came in and you lost your job. Let me give you a list of all the sponsors that backed out. So he started losing money the second day he took over Twitter. And these are some major sponsors. General Mills, CVS, United Airlines, GM, Audi, Mazda, Porsche, Volkswagen, American Express, Coca-Cola. That's huge. That's a huge one. Coca-Cola's out. Johnson & Johnson, Levi Strauss, Spotify, Ford, Dyson, Forbes, DirecTV, Nintendo. I don't know what Unilever is. PBS. This company is not making money. Okay. The crazy part is they said he brought Twitter as a snub to the people that used to own Twitter because he didn't like them because they would suspend his account and all this stuff. So he bought the company. Then he tried to back out right before the deal was to close, and they made him buy it. Us commoners are saying we're getting off Twitter. Twitter is the new MySpace. It's not going to be what it used to be. And now that you're charging people and anybody can get a blue check, and this is for him to make up on money, it's a mess.
Yeah.
It is a hot mess. And then you can't say what you want anymore. He says that freedom of speech here. You have freedom of speech, but he's letting propaganda come in about these elections.
Well, he say freedom of speech until you speak about him, then your ass.
Yeah, and until you speak about him.
Right.
I don't see this lasting. And so the commoners who make Twitter work, we're saying this has gotten what's the word I'm looking for? It started with a college student, okay? And it will become, and you talk to your friends and it was great, and then news start taking over. But now
it used to be like an open forum where people can just go and discuss everything.
Yeah.
Now it's coming like a dictatorship. You can only say what I allow you to say, but I'm gonna tag it under freedom of speech.
Yeah, exactly.
And then he came in, claiming to lay off 75%.
He did lay off 75%.
Well, I'm just saying, yeah.
It's a mess. It's a mess, and people are leaving left and right. People, because he's also making it political. We don't want to go on there and let people say what they want to say, but he's like, I don't want the owner of a company, if I say something political, you to come down and say that's not true, or you start arguing with me. Like, we're supposed to be able to talk, but you could put propaganda on there, and then it's just messing things up. If everybody has a blue check mark,
yeah, he'll let propaganda on there only if it's something that he agree with. But if you go try it, like it's different. Before, you can go on there on Twitter, you can just go back and forth. Everybody have a different opinions. That's what makes it work.
Yeah.
That's why I like your channel to a certain point, because a lot of people, we can say no, we're not letting them talk. We all individuals got different opinions.
But you banned me permanently for a joke.
Yeah.
And Quavo did the same thing. He took Offset's face, his nephew, and put it on his thing, and that was to represent, but a lot of people put different faces on their little, what's it called? Profile picture.
Put his face on their little avatar just because she admire him. He makes it too personal. He's saying that it's freedom of speech. Please come to my Twitter and support me. Pay $8 a month. But he can kick you off when he feel like it.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And do you remember MySpace?
Yeah, shortly. Yeah.
It went south real quick. So I'm gonna need some college student to please go back to your dorms and create another forum where we could talk, and it's not about businesses, about politics, and about the boss arguing with you because you said something he doesn't like, or you said a joke that he didn't think was funny. Insane. You cannot do it like that. And so my son called me today because he runs my channel, and he's like, you got to go get a check. And I'm like, I don't want to get a check. And he says, if you don't get the check, your tweets aren't going to be seen. So I don't know. I don't want to check. I just want to be off, but I'm not off yet till we get a substitute or whatever. But it's not the same as anymore. And it's 2 weeks. 2 weeks, and all of those companies are backing out. It's draining. He's not making money off of it. It's a mess. It's a mess. So Whoopi said she was done. She was done. Let me play the clip. I forgot to play the clip and was running my mouth. She was done when he started arguing with. This was the day before the elections, and he was like actually arguing with government officials online, and then calling other calling Democratic people liars and all of this stuff. Like, you can't enjoy the platform anymore. You're the owner.
I'm getting off. I'm getting off today because I just feel like, it's so messy, and I'm tired of now having had certain kinds of attitudes blocked, and now they're back on. And I'm gonna get out, and if it settles down and I feel more comfortable, maybe I'll come back. But as of tonight, I'm done.
It's a mess. What? We can't have, the boss is supposed to be the voice of reason, not the antagonizer. He doesn't know what he's doing. I hear the guy's very strange. I know he used to date Amber Heard and paid for her legal fees for the Johnny Depp trial and the upcoming one. Do you know there's appeals? This is going to be a mess. Yeah. This is going to be a mess. But anyway, she had to be with him. Something's wrong with Amber Heard too. But, I hear he's very strange and it's socially awkward.
He seemed like an overgrown child.
Well, I mean, you buy Twitter to get on there and you start.
And I really think he was bluffing because, he'll complain about what they was doing and all this. And I would do this. And then he got cocky, when you got all this money.
Oh, hey, wait, hold on. Someone said something.
I'll buy Twitter.
Is he really autistic?
Oh, okay. Well,
I didn't hear that, but it would explain things.
Right.
Like, you come to work on the first day with a sink in your hand because you're about to, what did he say? I can't remember. Like, as a joke, like, it's a company.
He about ready to clean house?
Huh?
He about ready to clean house?
Well,
is that what the sink represented?
House. And they said that
he was going to drain the sink?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it was just, I just don't need my boss to act like this. Like, what is wrong with you? You are destroying Twitter, and then you start losing money the second day. The second day. This affects the stock market. It's just, bye.
Yeah.
Bye. It's a mess. It's a mess. I need some college student to get on this now and develop something else similar to Twitter with a different name, okay?
Mm-hmm.
With a different name. Let's go into our next story. Let's talk about Hazel E, and then we'll get into Jaguar Wright. Now, you don't know who Hazel E is. She used to be on a reality TV show called Love and Hip Hop, and I didn't really like her on the show. No shade to her. You got to do what you do on these shows. So if you decide to cut up and act a fool, your reputation goes with you. Okay. Your reputation goes with you. And now she's off the show and she wants everybody to just kind of forget what happened. And she's going through a hard time with her divorce. Her husband, she's accusing her husband. Let's see if I can put this picture up, of putting his hands, I'll say it that way, on her and her daughter. These are some serious accusations, right? This is the happy couple when they were married. And she was telling us what was going on. And people came straight out and said, you're lying. You're using this as a storyline or to get attention. It's the most vile thing because, yeah, people do lie about things sometimes. But for me, when you always claim domestic violence and more, I err on the side of caution. I just automatically believe that person because it's such a serious thing. Another thing is that people are like, well, why didn't you say this earlier or whatever? Listen, people handle DV in different ways. Half of the time, it's a slow progress. You don't even know you're in a DV relationship because they start out nice. And then they start playing games with you, and then they'll start being controlling over you and stuff like this. And then next thing you know, he's putting his hands on you. And it's embarrassing. And a lot of women don't like to talk about it right away. You know what I mean? It's a slow thing. So I just felt really bad when everybody was calling her a liar. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. Anyway, they called her a liar. This forced her to put out evidence. This is just bad. Like, Perry, even if you thought somebody was lying, would you say it?
Probably. I probably would, though. Seriously, that's the sad part.
You
But
would. You would.
no. I'm saying if I just in general, if I thought somebody was lying, I probably would say it. But when
Perry,
it come
at
down
least
to
you're telling the truth.
yeah,
Well,
I mean, but no. But what I'm saying when it come down to this, and this is what I learned. Like
mhm.
I used to be like, oh no, well, I don't think that happened. You put yourself in a bad spot. And as I matured, and then I started to say, no, you know what? A lot of people go through this stuff,
Mhm.
and unless you got proof, you got to just believe them.
You got to believe it. And also, you have to remember it's a cycle.
Mhm.
So she's caught up in the cycle. She might not tell anybody, or she might call and tell somebody, I'm done. And then the next day, she's back with them. It's a cycle, and it's very bad. But anyway, she started putting out proof, and they're ridiculing the proof. She's saying, he slammed my arm in the door. This is terrible. This man. She gave a picture of the baby. Let me see if you zoom in. I'm just not gonna call her a liar. I'm just not. And there's a child involved in this, and she
I'm not gonna
said
call her. I'm not gonna call her a liar, but if she is, it's very sad.
the
To
whole
go through
thing is
these
sad.
measures. Yeah.
No matter how you look at it, if she's making it, I can't even bring myself to say it. If she's making it up, that's sad. But if she's been going through this, that's even worse. What else evidence did she provide? Uh, oh, I didn't want to have to take it here, but I'll be damned. You keep on lying on me and threatening me and to take my child. I mean, they got pretty bad. She also gave phone calls. I wonder if I can upload this, if you guys can hear this, of him cussing her out.
Mm.
Yeah. And I just feel bad for her. But people are she proved it, and they're calling her a drama queen. She was like Lisa Rinna on the show. They're calling her a drama queen. Oh, anything for attention. Stop. So she put that evidence out, and there's an actual video of him manhandling the child. I cannot play this video.
No,
but
don't do that.
No, I'm not gonna play it. But what more proof do you guys need? But anyway, she had to come out in response to everyone calling her a liar.
Last night in Aruba, baby. I'm so thankful for this journey. I needed it. Healing, some self-love, It hasn't been easy. I've been dealing with craziness the whole time. I thank you to all the people that were here with me that spoke positivity into me, reassurance into me to let me know things are going to be okay. Never planned on this. I didn't want this. Tried to avoid me raising my daughter alone for the last two since she was born, I guess. The next part of this journey is not going to be easy. It's going to be very hard. But thank you for this time that I've had here to reflect and get me together and to figure out what I want. And lastly, peace of mind is priceless. It's just priceless. I want me back. I don't want to be controlled. I want to be told what to wear, what to do, what I can say, what I can't say, what music I can record, music I can't record, who I can talk to. I'm just tired of not being able to be myself. I'm tired of my daughter not getting the full love and attention that she deserves without it being a hostile situation. For people who said I would make this up for attention, you're sick. You're fucking sick.
She's mad. And then also too, they're criticizing her. Why didn't you leave early? Is someone was to do that to my daughter, I'd be out. I mean, it's just a sticky situation.
Right.
But here's the good thing that came out of it. She filed for a protective order and has filed for divorce. So if it was going on, it's not going on anymore. And I think for Hazel E or anybody else on these reality TV shows, you have to remember what you do on those shows, your reputation follows you.
So, and that's what I was going to ask you. I mean, because I don't know who she is, but on the show, did she put out this kind of reputation of starving for attention?
She was Lisa Rinna. She was Lisa Rinna. Okay.
Yeah, you see, so I'm saying, I mean, that's why you can't go around and be a liar, because the day you tell the truth, people would never believe you.
Well, yeah.
So, and like I said, I don't know what happened, but when I hear things like that, I go with the more cautious side and just take you for your word. I don't condemn the other person. I'm just saying I just take you that, hey, this could have happened until I, see further proof or something.
You're right, Perry. I mean, I don't know. Reality TV is a sticky game. I never want to get in the game. I remember one time we almost got in the game, but I'm glad that deal fell through. I would never want to do. Would you still do it?
No, I told you I didn't want to do it. I said, no, it's not the life I want to live.
Oh yeah, and I went through with it anyway. It was almost a done deal. But
yeah, I get it. I mean, because I think on the outside it looks good for the moment, but in reality, it uplifts your whole life, and then it put it out there for the world to see. It's crazy. I wouldn't want it.
Let's go over our final story. This is a good one, really good. I don't know where I've been. Let's talk about Jaguar Wright. Okay, so Jaguar Wright is a famous singer. And I guess a couple years ago, she was hot on the internet because she was dropping secrets of celebrities, like just telling it like it is. I guess she had a big interview with some high profile bloggers. I don't know where I was for all of this. I did not know who she was. She's a good friend of Nosey's. And so one day I called into Nosey's show and she was on. I can't remember what we were talking about. She was on, and I think I've been on panel with her probably like 3 times. So when she was saying things about people, she's been in the industry a long time. I was like fascinated, and everybody's like, "Where you been? Where have you been?" Jag is gonna tell it like it is. Her name is Jaguar Wright. Jaguar Wright. I'm sure you guys know her. I did not know who she was. I just thought, oh, there goes Nosey's friend again. I did not know who she was. I wasn't there for the big showdown with some high profile bloggers. I wasn't there for it all. But anyway, she is famous for her music and some high profile friendships that she done had, and she just knows everybody in the business. So she knows everybody in the business. So the day the whole takeoff thing went down, I just happened to be on panel. Okay, so it's me, Jag, and some other woman. I think she's a blogger. I'm crying because I was devastated. I was shocked about the takeoff situation, and people were saying, how come you cried about takeoff but you didn't cry about Aaron Carter? Listen, anybody loses their life at an early age it's
bad. Yeah,
I'm not happy. It's not no good. But he had been on drugs a long time, and I knew how he struggled with them, almost like and that can happen. That doesn't mean I'm happy. But when they get hooked on drugs really bad, it can happen. But with Migos, I wasn't expecting it. Now, this Migos story is like the new Tupac and Biggie stories. They are a famous group. It was unexpected. It has all the formula of the Biggie Tupac thing. It really is. So I'm sitting on panel with Jag, and somebody sends me some information on the hotline. Remember that, Perry? So I read it as it's coming in. I say, oh, Nosey, I just got this. So I'm reading what the person said. They said there was a God, what they say was there was a dice game. It was a dice game.
Yeah, basically gone bad.
Gone bad. And so Jack's sitting there and she's figuring this out. She said, well, who was at the dice game? So I say Quavo and Migos and some guy named Jay Prince. I said, Jay Prince? She's no. This is serious, right? She's serious. She said, they run that town. And she's saying this on camera. They run that town. She said, I don't, and he was at the party, and she's getting suspicious, and she's like, something don't sound right. And then Jazz Prince comes out with a statement of how he wasn't there. She's like, this does not sound right. So from the beginning, she was like, she know the players, she know everybody involved, and she was like, because I know how these things go down. So she made a tape. And this is her version of what she thinks allegedly happened. We got to use the word allegedly. And it's very interesting. And Perry, you said the first day too, this is a Biggie Tupac situation. Remember you said that?
Yeah, when you have all those like famous people, like entities in the same room, one side or the other gonna pay. And most of them are gonna just stay the hell quiet. They'll stay the quiet and try to fix it on the streets themselves. Almost like the Biggie Tupac thing. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Hold on. Are you telling me don't play the tape, Andrea? I'm going to play the tape because everyone has seen it's what she's saying. Right. Okay. I'm gonna. Okay. Let me play this tape. I think she has solved it. I believe her down to a T. I've seen her, talk to her, believe her. There's rumors out there that, oh, she was unstable or, oh, she makes up lies on people. That's not true at all. She is a player in the game. She knows these people. She knows what's going on. We know who put those rumors out there about her. But let me just play a little bit of what she said and tell me if you think this is exactly what happened. This is my opinion. I'm allowed to believe whoever I want.
Takeoff was a setup, period. Who did it? Ain't nobody gonna ever find out or know. Ain't nobody ever gonna know. And now the so-called alleged shooter, the 16-year-old boy, the shooter who killed him, was just found dead just 1-2 days ago in Houston in the 5th Ward. All I can say is God had his hand on Quavo. God had his hand on Quavo because they both could have easily been gone. You know, people take this whole fame thing for granted. Everybody thinks it's so great. Everybody thinks it's so awesome. Everybody thinks it's so amazing. Oh, yeah, and I got the cars and I got this. You need to understand something. The second that you are no longer financially viable to these motherfuckers, they will find a way to move your ass around. There's absolutely no way. Any member of the Migos were invited to Houston to go to a party of the most powerful music family in the city and get touched. No way. No way. It was a dice game, but the footage that I saw that popped up on TMZ, wasn't nobody playing no dice. The Takeoff wasn't sitting down and accidentally got hit. No, he was running. He was taking off, and then somebody started busting shots, and he got hit in his head. When they done with you, they done with you. Then they collect the money off the insurance policy that they put on you, and then they memorialize you, and then they sell your records forever, just like Honeycomb been doing with Biggie. Honeycomb been eating off Biggie forever. Honeycomb has been eating off Biggie longer than Biggie was fucking alive, my nigga. Like, is anybody, like, no, I don't think anybody really gets that part. Biggie wasn't even 30 when he died. He was, what, 25? Biggie been dead damn near 30 years.
Damn.
Now, what she's saying, this is what she's saying. And she said this day when we were on a panel, the music business is dangerous, especially for those rappers. Did you remember when RJ with Death Row? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
How dangerous Suge Knight was?
Yep.
She's saying that the Prince family, there's the Prince Sr., who is the owner of Rap-A-Lot Records, his children, Jazz and Jay Prince Jr., are dangerous. She's saying they dangerous. And she's right. First of all, this happened at a public event. Where's the surveillance cameras? Why is she telling us more than the police?
Well,
this is the new Tupac and Biggie of this new generation.
And you could say that, right? And it's a public place where you had a lot of people. And even if they didn't have
nobody seen anything.
Right.
Come on.
My question would be not even if it wasn't no surveillance. Where's the one or two people out the place that cared, that decided to talk? Nobody cared enough to talk. Or tell,
except the nurse.
Okay, the nurse
was across the street.
Right. Okay.
Nobody's talking.
I'm just saying that's a lot of damn people in there. For you take this person version of it here and there where you can narrow shit down is what I'm trying to say. It's a lot of eyes in there.
Yeah. I believe her. I believe this case is never going to get solved. I just believe everything she said. And she started from day one. Well, we were just talking about what happened. And she would say, what this person say to you? Doesn't make sense. Like, and you know these people. This ain't something you have a more of an inside, clearer view when you know all parties involved.
Yeah. I mean, when you know, like we can know them from the outside, but when you sort of know people, character personally, then it makes more sense to you.
And don't forget, Duke the jeweler had the same thing happen to him the month before. So, these people are dangerous. These people are dangerous. They're saying that, so they're going to have a funeral for Takeoff on Friday in Atlanta. Public event, almost like a stadium type thing. Lots of people are going to be there. They said it's sold out. Justin Bieber is supposed to sing. Everybody's going in because they don't like Justin Bieber. Like, it's to show your respect. So come on, y'all. It's not a concert. Stop.
I think they added Alicia Keys too. Today I seen something like that.
And then there's a rumor going around that, listen, everything Jazz said that day on that panel is true. It's dangerous to be a rapper these days, especially when the heads got bad reputation, Suge Knight-ish reputation. It's just very dangerous. This is also this clip going around of Jay Prince, the person that's supposed to be heavily involved. He has a bad reputation. They're calling him dangerous, the whole damn family. And that I guess he had denied that he had been to prison. And now this clip is circling the internet.
I know that who I think it is. I know that who I think it is.
Courtesy of it, man. Courtesy of it, man.
That's chandelier, motherfucker.
Yes, sir. Mob ties business, man.
And that's thousands of dollars. So look, these people are dangerous. Anyway, there's been a warning issued out saying that they better not arrive, the Prince family, to the funeral. I hope everything's okay at this funeral. I just do. But this is a crossover group. And it's he has a huge fan base like Tupac and Biggie. Huge. He was a superstar. So that's what's going on. So let's take a couple comments and then we're out today. Not much going on besides that stuff. Praying for the family.
Yep, for sure.
So it was Takeoff's mother that posted on her social media pictures of him from childhood It was so sad. It was so
I didn't
sad.
see it. Yeah.
I might not like Hazel, but I believe her. Yeah, I felt so bad. I felt so bad. But I feel bad about a lot of stuff. But I don't know what's wrong with people. You know what? People, if you go on reality TV and whatever you show who you are, that's what they're going to believe, and they're going to remember it forever. Forever. Rapper signs 360 deals and record executives never get paid.
Yep.
Perry, what would you do these days if you legitly want to be a rapper? This game is dangerous.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, because most of them go off the street cred kind of thing. Even if they ain't about that life, I think once you portray that for a while, people assume you are. It's like when you live a life of a lie, people look at you for what you lied about. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I mean, it's just not. I wouldn't recommend no my kids getting into it. Put it that way.
I believe Hazel too. I believe Hazel. She did like to throw them hands. She did. She act just like Lisa Rinna, Perry.
Oh, wow.
And so people aren't gonna forget. They're just not gonna forget. I don't think. I think Elon has 10 children with a variety of women. I heard that. This man is destroying Twitter. This man is just it's done. What you think gonna happen, Perry? Do you think he's gonna make a turnaround?
You know what?
Now that people can.
I think like when a person come in, he's using it for his little personal toy.
He really is.
For bragging rights and all that right now. I'm the king. I do what I want to do. I can buy Twitter. I can do this. But I think his father, his money, most of his money came from his father, I believe. I don't know for a fact. But I think as he started losing money, he'll calm the hell down and go back to trying to fix it the way it was. Because at the end of the day, nobody want to lose that kind of money.
I hope you're right. They get rich and still want to be hood instead of getting out of the hood.
Yep.
That's true. But you know what? I was thinking about this the other day. Just because you have money, it doesn't change who you are.
No, it don't.
So that's what you're used to. I mean, if I get money, my friends are still going to be my friends, but it can't be that way because you're in a different situation now. But they still do it. They say they're hanging in the 5th Ward. I don't know. This is supposed to be a real bad place in Texas, in Houston, Texas. Jag was saying, Jag gave a full interview, but she went into detail. But I believe it was a setup. I do. Musk should stay with Tesla and SpaceX. Did you guys hear the former owner of Twitter came out and apologized? Don't apologize now. Apologize for selling the company. Apologize to the workers that lost their jobs and said he never knew that this was going to happen. Stop. Just stop.
He didn't care. He wanted to get that damn money. He got paid.
It will be. No one is that stupid. You guys are talking to each other. Yes, the nickel is bad, but not like it used to be. Money and power can amplify who you are. Well, that's true. It puts you in now you're famous. Now everybody knows who you are.
Right.
I don't know. Let me see, Andrea. Come on up. Hold on. I mean, I don't know. You can't even just be in the music business. This is a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. And I agree that we're never going to know what happened. They're not going to resolve that. They're not. Hey, Andrea.
Hey, hold on.
Okay.
I got to get right. Hey, what's up?
Yeah, go ahead. Sound off really quickly. Go ahead.
Okay, the sad part about it that ATL has put out a warning that they did not want the Prince family to show up in Atlanta, Georgia. That has been put out. The sad thing about all this is that I have heard, and I don't know for sure, so don't quote me, that supposedly the guy that shot him, he's no longer around. I don't know. I'm just allegedly.
That's what Jag said.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard. Now I could be wrong. I don't know. But the sad part about it is that we as a people, we got to put them guns down. And the sad thing about a lot of these hip hop artists, when they get money and they come from the streets, it's sad that they don't know how to invest the money that they do have for a rainy day. You know what I'm saying?
You mean buying all those chains? Because
buy you a house where you can lay your head down. Buy some land so you can make money off your land. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's so sad that they go to the hood and get these guys who have never had money. Some of them go to sleep hungry. They get up hungry, and they never had this kind of wealth. You know what I'm saying? And I also heard that most of the people that Jay Prince them had on their payroll was people that came from the hood who have never ever had anything in life. And that is so sad when you take advantage of another individual like that to do your dirty work.
It gets worse than that. I hear that they go looking for talent in like jails.
Yeah, I heard that too.
They go to jail.
And I heard that from another creator on another channel, a hip hop creator. But it's so sad that you're gonna use people who ain't never had anything to do your dirty work, to do your low down dirty work. But y'all,
so you believe he was set up too?
Yeah, I sure do.
Sorry. Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Yeah, you know how my voice get high. I do believe that because I also believe that him and Jay Prince got into an argument, and Jay Prince couldn't handle his business right. And so he got somebody else to handle his business. And that sucks. That's terrible. But this young man, he died at a early age on Jay Prince watch. He was Jay Prince guest. And that should have never, ever happened. Black people, hip hoppers, all of us, put the guns down and stop killing each other.
The crazy part is everybody in that room were millionaires 1,000 times over. It's crazy.
And I'm going to tell you something. Everybody in that room saw what happened. Okay?
Yeah. But would you say it?
Would I say it?
Yeah. I'm not saying, I'm not talking. I'm not.
Yeah, I would say it with a 38 or a 44 on my hip.
Let me start bringing up more calls. Hi, Sean. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
What do you want to sound off on today?
I'm sounding out. Listen, I'm calling from Florida. We got a tropical storm coming, but I really like the topic tonight. I'm glad I was actually able to catch y'all live. So hi, Perry. Hi, Sharrell. Hi, Andrea.
You got to talk quick for your power go out.
Listen, y'all already know we just got over Hurricane Ian. So, I wanted to say, I believe that Takeoff was set up. Unfortunately, I believe that they use the music industry, the rap industry, to further encourage Black on Black crime, right? Because just like, young people in the community, even older people in the community try to be like some of these rappers. You got the gangs and stuff. People I own this corner, you own that corner. And so what this does is it further perpetuates Black on Black crime. A lot of our men are already locked up in prison. So now the ones that's remaining are dealing with stuff like this. You know what I mean? Not all of us have what we need to get out of the hood. So you become a product of your environment.
Yeah, that's true. And they brought it to they have money now.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have been.
He didn't change his mentality.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's one of the things that Master P said. When he started making money, he had to come out the hood. As much as he wanted to stay there,
don't you forget
the hood
that
became his enemy.
Don't you forget that masterpiece from the hood?
Right. Yeah.
He did it. He did it right.
But he had to make a change. He couldn't go back. He had
Yes,
to make a change.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
But
right. That's
yeah, he
right.
had to make a change in his life.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Sad.
that's unfortunate that takeoff, that's messed. I do believe he was set up though.
He
I
I
really
definitely
do.
do
And I
too.
I
and
believe
I
it. I
believe that they
believe it.
made money off of him just like they did with Prince, Michael Jackson. They still making money off of the
Yeah.
deaths of those people. Whitney Houston,
Yeah.
it's sad.
Yeah.
That's the way they do it though. You better,
Yeah.
like Andrea said, take some of that money and set it aside for a rainy day. Stop being flashy because a lot of them wind up broke once their career is over.
Yeah.
Yep,
Exactly.
that's
Yeah.
true.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah.
just a
But
mess.
let me say one more thing, then I'm gonna get off.
Hmm.
Somebody in the chat said that stop saying that this case is like Biggie and Tupac.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this to this person. Yes, it is the same case, because you know what? All three of them died from a what? A gun.
The
Yeah.
reason I compare it to that is because it never got solved. Tupac
Yeah.
was in Vegas during a fight in a crowded high in front of the MGM. And when I tell you guys the strip is packed, is how did nobody know what happened?
Mhm.
Exactly.
Exactly.
That's because people know what happened. They're scared to talk. And I understand where the fear comes from because I'd be scared too.
Yep.
I don't, I wouldn't talk. I hate to say it. Hey, Bonji.
I know that's right.
Would
Hey,
you,
Sharrell.
Sean? Would you? I ain't talking.
I
Hey,
agree.
listen, the only way I talk is if I don't relocate it to another country.
Yeah.
Hi,
MIA. I have to be MIA.
MIA, MIA.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Y'all so silly.
hey, Bonji, sound
Good
off.
evening,
Hey,
Perry.
Sharrell.
Hey, Andrea, how
It's so
y'all
Hey.
guys doing
sad
this evening?
because
Yes, I'm gonna tell you something.
Oh,
I mean, why they can't keep like old school rap? Keep it on the lyrics, man. You know, I mean, back in the, I mean, I'm old because people say I'm not old all the time. Because I remember when Mo D and LL Cool J had that beat, they crept it on wax. You know what I'm saying? They crept on wax. And I don't understand. I'm like Andrea, now we got to put them guns down in our
yeah,
community.
yeah,
Too many of our
yeah,
young, bright
yeah.
young people are dying for no apparent reason.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
And I'm like, baby, it's a lot of people. It's a lot of people. But you know, I'm also, you know, that what happened to Eminem friend.
Oh, I know who you're
Eminem
talking about.
friend.
Proof. He was at a
Yeah,
nightclub. Yeah,
yeah. You know, he
that
was set
you
up
can't
too.
even go to nightclubs is dangerous at this
Yeah,
point.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Eminem friend was set up too. He got shot like that too, and you know that would make Eminem left the industry for a little while, cause
Yeah,
you know cause
Yeah.
he started having things and stuff.
Hmm.
And Dr. Dre told him, "The man, stay out of it." Right before his friend had died, Dr. Dre told him to stay out of it. He, you know, Eminem even talked about it on one of his songs.
uh,
Dre said, "Stay out of it. It don't have nothing to do with you. Stay out of it."
you gotta change your environment. You don't see Jay-Z going to the clubs.
No, not no
You
more.
don't.
Jay Z, Jay
And
Z,
you gotta have bodyguards. You
and
have
I don't
to.
blame them. You cannot go back to the hood. Once you get $1 million in your pocket, you can't go back to the hood with that
You
money
can't.
because you
But you
got
know what?
people
I'm
that
gonna
will
tell you
set
something.
you
I'm gonna
up.
tell you something. It used to be where if you want to fight, you fight with your fist.
Yeah,
That
That's
they
right,
don't know how to fight
Miss
with your fist
Andrew.
anymore. They fight with the gun now.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
Right.
right.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That's
And
terrible. Terrible.
also I
Yeah.
Go ahead.
remember also what's hmm, I forgot the other person's name. This has been happening for so long, and it's just wrong though. I just remember, yeah, mom. This is what I want to say. I remember when Master P had said, he kept telling his brother, he said, "Doc, dude, you
See
can't go
murder.
back to the
See
hood." Yeah,
murder. You're
he
right.
said you
Oh, I
can't
said
go
the
back to
name.
the hood.
Damn.
You cannot go back to the hood.
Yeah.
And now see murder in jail for murder he did not
Don't
commit.
say his name. Don't say his name because it.
Huh?
Yeah, and
Don't
don't say his name. Don't
don't
say his
say
name.
his
She gets
name. He
struck.
gave
She
himself that
gets struck.
crazy name. What's his
Yeah.
real name? Is it
Okay.
Corey? His real name, I think he's Corey.
Well, my fault. I didn't know you could not say his name on him. But
That's
I'm
okay.
just saying, Master P kept saying, she kept telling his brother, you cannot be around those kind of people.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
cannot go back and forth. I'm telling you, you know, even what's his name is, right? And what's the dude name play basketball? The one he died in car crash, in air crash.
Kobe.
Yeah, Kobe. I know one thing. One time Kobe got set up like that, and he said he found out. He said, "No, you can't go back to the hood. You can't go
Can't
back
go
to the hood."
back.
You
Let's
can't go
give
back.
Bonji a chance to talk. Bonji, sound off really quick.
I agree with everyone on the panel. It is so heartbreaking when you see a talented young black man die in what seems to be such a senseless act. And
Mm-hmm.
and what is so also heartbreaking when you talk about people don't say, it was outside. Everyone seems to
Yeah,
have known each other. There
yeah,
have been photographs where you see some people carrying weapons.
yeah.
So someone
Wow.
somewhere knows what happened.
In
But
that video that TMZ released, you could see a guy with a gun in
yes.
his hand. Yeah, it's crazy.
But then when the saying says snitches get stitches, people won't talk, which is very sad. I'm concerned about the funeral tomorrow,
Me
and
too.
I'm very concerned because all it takes is for one person to say
Yep,
something sideways,
yep,
and
yep.
that could put people in danger.
It's a
And
lot
not
of people.
yes,
I think they say 20,000. They
in a
sold
closed
out.
It's
environment.
it's 20,000 plus gonna be inside, but also,
Mm-mm-mm.
you guys, it's gonna be a whole bunch of people on the outside. I also heard that they had to get extra security, extra police force. I'm gonna be in those streets tomorrow. So
Andrea, I
y'all,
tell you, don't you go down
Baby, you
there.
go right ahead on and
I
just I'm not
Andrea,
going
you
back
better
to
stay
the
home. Don't have us worried
They
about
gonna
you.
need more than
I'm
extra
staying
Stay
home.
security.
home tomorrow.
I
And
don't
Jay
mean
Prince is
home.
already
I mean
down there
you
because a
home.
hip hop channel reported it
Wait,
earlier
what
that
did you just say?
they already down there in Georgia. The
Jay,
Prince
you're saying
family.
that you heard, I got to say this, that Jay Prince Jr. is already in Georgia.
The family's
oh,
already down there,
The
and it was a
family?
whole big yeah. Hit the Prince family's already down there,
Oh my
and
God.
people was reporting on this hip hop channel today that um it was a sad situation and that he has some nerve to show his face down there. But
I got
That's
that's
not
not
true.
all I heard. You
What is,
you know who Pop Smoke is?
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, he was also um deceased in a home invasion robbery.
Right.
And the house that he was in belonged to Teddy Mellencamp
Mellencamp.
from the
Yep.
Housewives.
Yeah, yeah.
And they
wow.
are now going back with that investigation because it was just on this show, Hollywood Homicides, they've been showing. Um,
Mm.
they are investigating the Mellencamp's for all these home invasions
Oh,
throughout their property,
Wow.
oh.
I was
throughout their
about to say,
properties.
did Teddy's husband put in the security stuff in there
Right,
like you did
right.
at Kyle's house?
And they are also investigating Dorit's robbery again because
Stop.
that house is in Encino. And remember, um, she was
Perry,
talking
Perry,
about the
don't you say nothing.
No, I ain't gonna say
LA
that.
police and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Well, we all know that that robbery was not right. It was set up, and this was supposed to have been her second robbery. And Kyle was outed
Wow.
because remember, Kyle said, I lost all my handbags. They took all my handbags. Well, she was seen with the Chanel handbag that she purchased when Lisa Vanderpump was on the show and they took a trip overseas and she bought that bag. Well, she was seen with that exact bag.
But don't
And they
forget,
said,
Kyle said the robbers called her and told her that if she wrote them a check, she could get those bags back.
mm-mm. She
Yeah, that's
well,
true.
they're all being investigated right now, but they are really seriously looking at PK and Dorit and the Mellencamp's.
Let me
Wow.
ask you this.
Wow.
Wow,
Okay.
Everybody
that's
in the chat is
that's weird.
concerned about this funeral tomorrow.
Andrea, don't be running around Georgia tomorrow because y'all already got enough going on.
What are they
Y'all
supposed to
got to
do?
get ready for that runoff vote next month. So
Is it
don't be
tomorrow or
staying
Friday?
in the house until you got to go vote.
I'm
Wait
ready
until
for it.
that
I'm
funeral's
ready for
over.
it.
Don't
Come
have
on.
me worried here all night in Pennsylvania. Bless you.
I'm
All
ready
right,
for it.
y'all.
And Sharrell, can I say this about Twitter?
Yeah.
I'm
Say it
ready
really
for it.
quickly, and
Come
then I'm
on.
gonna end it.
Twitter, I deleted and signed off my account yesterday
You're off
after
Twitter already?
I'm off. And it was so because I love it for reality TV and politics and sports. So I'm trying to find an alternative because Black Twitter is always on fire and talking about things that are relevant to our lives. And I'm trying to figure out what platform will provide
Okay,
that
wait,
for
wait.
us.
What made you get off so quick? It's
Well,
only been
I've been
2 weeks.
thinking about it since Elon Musk said he was buying it because I made it a point when Tesla discrimination against Black employees
I
that
didn't know that. Who told
I
you
would
that?
never buy a Tesla in my life. Secondly, Elon Musk was born and raised as an elite white man in apartheid South Africa.
That's true.
And when he left his elite schools during apartheid South Africa, he came here in America and was educated with the rich. So all he knows is getting his own way because he has the privilege. And because of that, and the fact that when he took over Twitter, he started, well, not when he made his offer to buy Twitter, that's when he started talking and being open about his right wing leaning politics. And anybody who owns a platform where we should have free speech should not be telling us how to
I
vote
know
and what to
most people
believe in.
stay away from politics, especially in your business atmosphere. You don't talk about politics and religion. I thought that was just an unknown thing.
And
But you know, he was trying to
deleting
find
people's Twitter accounts. For me, yesterday I said, well, it's election day, time to get my freedom, and I deleted it and I'm off.
But you do know, but y'all do know. And when he first bought when they first came told him the bathroom at the last minute, he
Yeah.
pulled out.
Yep.
And they were trying to make him buy.
Yeah.
He didn't want it. He didn't want it.
He
Or
didn't
he
want
was
it,
gonna
but
get
he was
sued.
stuck at that
He
point. He
was
They
should.
gonna
was
get
going
sued.
to, they was going to
That's
sue
why
him if he
that's why
didn't buy it.
he
And
didn't want
remember, Sharrell,
it.
did
He
you
was
hear
gonna get
that
sued.
part of the money that he used because he had to bring people together
I know
to
what you're gonna say.
get the money that Twitter was asking for to buy. Part of that money, one of the investors who gave him the money is Diddy.
Yep. I did a report on it. Not
Yeah.
only it wasn't Diddy. Diddy has been secretly, I guess, right after the Obama administration turned Republican and has been supporting a Republican, and Black Twitter
That's what I'm
turned on
talking about. See,
him.
he really
Yes.
didn't.
True.
He really
That's
didn't. He
true.
really didn't want it, or he was gonna be sued. The Twitter
Right.
people was gonna sue him. They had been telling him he had to go and buy the company now. He really didn't want to buy that company.
Yeah.
Because
It's a
Yeah.
lot of
he wasn't liquid. He
into
didn't
it.
have the liquid
It's a
cash. That's
No,
why
he
he had to
didn't.
get a whole bunch of investors.
Yeah.
Because
No,
he
he
didn't have
didn't.
the
That's
liquid
what I'm talking
funds.
about. He put at the when the deal first came up at the last hour. I mean, as last they about to sign the papers and everything. He pulled out the first time,
Yeah.
and
Well,
they told him they said no, you can't do this. You can't do this.
Yeah.
And two of them, everybody, two of them talking about suing them. All them investors with two of them talking about suing him. This been going on months and months and months and months.
I
And
asked
I
him what
lastly,
was
hardly
going
ever
Sharrell,
on.
go.
when
I hardly ever go on Twitter. I don't even think I can figure out how to delete it, but I'll go in there and say something really crazy and maybe they'll kick me off.
I ain't gonna
and
be
All
all
Sharrell,
right,
that.
y'all.
lastly,
I'm gonna end it early today.
when
Uh,
Elon
I'm a
hosted
Twitter girl,
Saturday
so
Night Live, he said he was on the autism spectrum.
oh,
mm.
is
People
he
say crazy
autistic?
stuff.
That's
I'm
what they're
telling you,
saying.
people say crazy
Yes,
stuff all the time.
that's what he said when he hosted
Hold
SNL.
on, Lisa. I don't think you could hear Bonji talking. Go ahead,
My
Bonji.
fault, my
I'm
fault.
saying when Elon Musk hosted SNL, he said he had autism.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna end this here early tonight, but These are
All
crazy.
right, guys.
We got to reconvene tomorrow after the funeral. Let's pray that everything go good.
Is it
Is it
tomorrow?
tomorrow
Yes.
or
Friday.
Friday?
It's on
It's
Friday.
Friday.
It's Friday.
Friday.
It's
Okay.
Friday.
It's Friday.
Yeah.
But Cheryl,
All
why
right,
is
Miss
they
Andrea, Miss Andrea, stay home Friday. Don't have me worried about you.
I mean, this one time
Love
about
you,
this,
Sharrell. Love you,
All right.
Perry.
Bye-bye.
See you,
take care.
Lisa. Bye, Miss Bonji.
but why they won't
Thank
have
you,
the
Sharrell.
wedding
Thank you,
funeral
Perry.
home?
You're
Bye,
welcome to
Sean.
take care.
They
Lisa,
don't have no
we
wedding
can.
funeral home. People lost their damn mind on the winner. Shapley, he ain't no Michael Jackson.
Oh, that's all right, Lisa. I'm gonna end it here early.
But
You're
y'all have a
crazy.
good night. Don't have at
All
a
right.
winner.
You do
They
the
had
same.
at a funeral home. That man wasn't that famous like that.
Yeah, I know.
Uh-uh.
All right,
People lost
Lisa.
their damn mind.
Thank you for calling in. I appreciate it.
But
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Listen, this is not safe. I'm scared about this funeral. You guys, please don't forget to click that like button on your way out so we can get this video circulated. If I didn't get to your call backstage, I do apologize. Sin, hang on when I'm over. Hang out backstage. That's what's happening in the news today. So I believe Jaguar Wright, and we're never gonna find out what happened to Takeoff. It's crazy. And Elon Musk. And what was and then I believe Hazel. So anyway, all right, Perry, on 3. Did you have any last words?
Oh no, I'm good. That's it.
All right, on 3, let's say bye. 1, 2, 3. Bye,
Bye,
guys.
everybody.